Happy 2017, everybody. Today, I want to focus on dealing with brokers. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. For those of us that are enabled to deal with the brokers directly, it used to be pretty straightforward, but now they're getting a little sheepish. They are sometimes withholding information. Because most of us, the main thing we care about is the money. How much is it going to pay? But, you almost have to ask the 5 W's and the how. Who is it for? Like as in, who is the shipper? Who's the consignee? Where is it going? What is it? What do I have to do? When do I need to be there? You have to ask those W's. And the how. The most important how is how much is it pay. Then you can figure out your pay. Then you can look and see how much fuel you need. But just today, I had an experience with a Landstar agent up in Watertown, New York. And she gave me 2 loads, on and off in those 2 days, for the most part. Maybe 2.5 days. They had good revenue on them, about $2,000 in revenue. Didn't have to drive too far. Didn't have to do too much to get them. But on the second load, she withheld some very important information from me. For one, she didn't want me talking to the customers. Now, that sets off a red flag right there. Many years ago, Mercer did that to me, and they said, we don't want you talking to our customers. They were scared you were going to steal their customers. But if you're going to offer somebody a service, how in the hell are you expected to service them but not be able to communicate with them? Doesn't make a lot of sense. So, you know what? She gave me 2 loads. The first one was pretty easy. I said, you know what? It's a new year, turn a new leaf. I don't know this woman. Maybe we'll have a working relationship. Yada, yada, yada. Well, she set up both my pickup and my delivery times, which I don't like. I like dealing with places that are wide open. I like to know a window of when I can get there. Because I don't like to be under constraints like time and this and that. I like to be more freelance. But I let her set them up. So, from the pickup forward, we had a breakdown in communication because I was in a remote area out in rural Virginia and West Virginia. We didn't have the best phone signals, and her emails are rather vague. But I got through the pickup on the second load, and the delivery is where I had problems. She told me in an email that I needed to be there at 9:20 to deliver, but they'd be there till 11. Now, long story short, she's up in Watertown, New York, and I'm going to put, if I'm able, an illustration. Watertown, New York is way in upstate New York. Way the fuck up there. And I'm way down in North Carolina. Pikeville, North Carolina. East of Raleigh. And a little north of Wilmington. So I'm out there. But I'm down on Interstate 40. I'm way, way far away from New York. But she wants me to talk through her to coordinate my deliveries and such. And she doesn't want me to talk to them. So, I get there to the delivery. It's 11 o'clock-ish. Somewhere between 10:45 and 11:15. I'm thinking, I've been at other places now. I have experience in this. Should I take it in there? Should I bother? Should I go in there and look for somebody? It's a Ryerson. Look them up. They're big. They're everywhere. They're steel fabricators and such. But it was after 11 o'clock, and I'm thinking these guys are going home. Well, fast forward to today. The next day, I try to go deliver in the morning, and in a roundabout way I find out that they won't start unloading until 4 p.m. Mind you, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, so I got to kill a whole day hanging out here waiting on this shit. So, I talked to the broker, and I'm like, boy, it sure would have been nice to know somewhere in those emails or somewhere in our conversations that, hey, by the way, if you don't get unloaded, you're going to have to wait till the following night because they ain't going to unload you in the morning. But she couldn't accept any responsibility for this omission that cost me some time. So I'm thinking to myself, it's really hard not to curse this bitch out. Very hard. And I'm using every ounce of my being trying not to do that because she did give me some revenue on the truck, but you're fucking with my time. The bitch doesn't offer me any fucking money for my time, and she doesn't say she's sorry. So I'm already at odds with this fucking cunt. And I'm saying all this because it's my channel. It's my show. Oprah does what they want on there. Jerry Springer does what they want on theirs. And the franchise does what he wants on his. So I'm thinking to myself, bitch. But no, I don't do that. But I write a scathing review, a Google review on Google. Because I look up their name of their company. And I put them on blast out there on Google because they don't have any reviews. Because a lot of brokers try to, they'll have ABC Inc. Logistics, ABC Logistics Inc. And then they'll have a Landstar office too, and it'll say something like ART or WAM or something like that, 3 letters with it, or CGAP or something. It'll have 3 or 4 capital characters, and they give them these agency names, but they still do their other shit on the side and broker shit off that they maybe couldn't get or had before they were with Landstar. Here nor there. But I put them on blast where they were, and, I just felt it was rather unprofessional of her to not offer anything so much as an apology for my time. And, it was rather insulting to me and my intelligence because, when I get to the shipper this morning, or the consignee, I tell the guy, and he's looking at me, I said, I was in here last night at 11 o'clock, but there were some cars here. I didn't know if I should. Oh, they were here till 2 o'clock in the morning. Did you really fucking come, you lying ass nigga? That's what he's looking at me like. Because he's got these cold ice blue eyes. So, now I got to back off. I can't be mad at the customer. It's the fucking cunt who told me not to talk to him and not communicate with him. And didn't know all the information herself. Because when I get to the consignee today and I talk to the unloading foreman, he says, yeah, we're working till 2 a.m. now. And if you ever come here in the future, if you get here at 4 o'clock, we'll unload you. I'm floored by this. But I'm glad to know it. And I'm going to put it on the Google review about this place that if you come here, they will unload you. Because I guess the whole point of this presentation today is, I'll be so glad when Amazon finally does what they do. And, it's my understanding their ambition is to get rid of all these fucking brokers, but they want to be the only broker out there. So, good riddance, because we don't need fucking cunts like that don't know what they're talking about. I mean, it's your customer. You don't want me to talk to them. At least know when they're fucking there, you stupid ass bitch. Shelby Countryman, I think was her name or something. It sounds like some bullshit name that you'd see on some kind of sitcom or something. But I looked her up and we did some research on her. And nothing came back, of course. They're just probably sitting in a little small trailer up there in New York somewhere, out in the wilderness of Watertown. I don't even know what's up in Watertown. I've never even been up there. But know your fucking customers, and if you're a driver that's picking your own shit, let red flags go off in your head when somebody tells you they don't want you talking to the customers, and ask for more money. Just because. Just because they don't want you talking, to their customers. Ask them for some more fucking money. If they can't do it, don't take the load. Food for thought. Anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. I hope we weren't too harsh on brokers. It may even come out like I hate them. I kind of don't like them. I feel like they're not needed. You know, not in a digital connected world like we are now. I mean, why would you need a broker? And Amazon, I'm all for you connecting the shippers with trucks and carriers. See you around, guys. Keep it in the lines.